When we think about transportation today, many of the struggles we endure have become so routine that we accept them as unavoidable. Sitting in gridlock, watching minutes slip away, trying to get from Pasadena to El Segundo during rush hour can feel like an eternity. The time lost often rivals the duration of a short flight between cities, and yet we consider it normal. Elon Musk does not. For him, these inefficiencies represent a deep flaw in how we move through the world. His conviction is that driving should not demand relentless human supervision. The ultimate goal is a future in which the car itself shoulders the responsibility. A world where you climb in, recline in your seat, close your eyes, and awake at your destination, safe and rested. That future begins with FSD version 14, Tesla's most advanced driving system yet, 10 times more capable, smoother, and more lifelike than anything that came before it. But beneath the headlines lies a truth Musk has never fully said aloud. FSD 14, for all its power, was not built simply for Tesla's existing cars like the Model 3 or Model Y. Those vehicles represent a generation nearing its twilight. If Tesla intends to prove that autonomy is not a luxury but an essential feature for everyone, it must attach FSD 14 to a new stage, a car designed from the ground up to be affordable, approachable, and future-proof. That car is the long-anticipated Model 2. With a projected price under $10,000 yet carrying the most advanced AI system in the world, the Model 2 signals not just a cheaper Tesla but a fundamental shift in how mobility will be experienced. The moment FSD 14 arrived, it was also a quiet signal that the $9,789 Model 2 was moving closer to reality. The hardware inside the Model 2 is the unseen foundation of this transformation. Tesla's upcoming Hardware 5 platform represents a generational leap. Built on Samsung's 5nm process, HW5 doubles the memory and storage of its predecessor, offering 32 GB of RAM and half a terabyte of space. Independent estimates place its throughput at roughly 1,000 trillion operations per second, compared to HW4's 200 tops, making it 5 to 10 times more powerful depending on the use case. This allows Tesla's neural networks to process video and sensor input with unprecedented clarity, and it keeps the Model 2 relevant for years to come. The car is even designed with the potential to upgrade to Hardware 6, a chip projected to be 10 times stronger again. Cameras are the eyes of Tesla's system, and HW5 delivers them with remarkable improvements. The B-pillar cameras, which monitor blind spots and aid lane changes, now reach 8 megapixels, up from about 5.4. They feature better low-light sensitivity, active defogging, and improved thermal stability. For drivers, this means confidence when navigating dense traffic or darkened city streets. The front camera also takes a leap, offering near 4K resolution at 30 frames per second, 1.8 times more detail than before. With richer input, Tesla's AI can recognize faint lane markings, distant traffic lights, and small hazards with human-like intuition. The result is fewer disengagements and a smoother, more natural driving experience. The Model 2 also introduces a new 48-volt electrical system. Most cars still rely on 12-volt wiring, but Tesla's switch cuts resistance losses by 16 times, allowing lighter, cooler, and cheaper cabling. This system pairs with a structural aluminum-ion battery pack. Instead of relying on costly metals like nickel or cobalt, aluminum-ion cells draw from one of the most abundant materials on Earth. They charge dramatically faster, up to 60 times quicker, store more energy per volume, and run cooler under stress. By integrating the pack into the car's chassis, Tesla reduces weight and increases rigidity. Together, these choices enable Tesla to aim for a car under $10,000 without sacrificing range or durability. Yet the true soul of the Model 2 is FSD 14. Unlike incremental updates before it, this system represents a complete re-architecture. Neural networks with 10 times more parameters than prior versions allow the car to interpret video with far greater context, leading to maneuvers that feel smooth, alive, and uncannily human. Drivers will notice the difference in cleaner merges, more confident lane keeping, and calmer navigation at intersections. Musk himself has said version 14 is the second biggest leap in FSD's history, describing its motion as "feels alive." It also brings relief from constant alerts, reducing unnecessary driver nags and reserving them for only the hardest cases. That single refinement makes autonomy more approachable for everyday commuters, especially those new to Tesla. Inside the car, intelligence extends beyond the road. Tesla is integrating xAI's Grow voice system, turning the infotainment stack into a simple conversation rather than a labyrinth of menus. First-time EV owners, instead of feeling overwhelmed, can simply ask questions, request navigation, or adjust settings naturally. Meanwhile, Tesla's mobile app is quietly keeping pace with hardware. Updates now let owners review dash cam footage from the B-pillar cameras on their phones, turning side view coverage into a practical tool for accidents, scrapes, or disputes. Roadside assistance is also streamlined, location data is captured automatically, dispatch is faster, and Tesla's standard tire and towing coverage makes common problems less of a burden. Together, these features lower the hidden costs of ownership and make the car friendlier to live with every day. Still, affordability and intelligence are only part of the story. Durability is what will ultimately convince skeptics that a budget Tesla can be truly premium. Here, Tesla borrows lessons from its past. Cybertruck stainless steel may be impractical for a small car, but the idea of using advanced alloys strategically remains. Model 2 will likely rely heavily on hot-stamped boron steel, nearly twice as strong as mild steel, to form a protective cage around passengers. By focusing this strength in pillars, rails, and rocker panels, Tesla creates a rigid safety cell without bloating costs or weight. Structural adhesives, boxed sills, and closed rails further distribute crash forces while sealing against corrosion. Everyday resilience matters too. Galvanized steel coated with zinc resists rust even if scratched. Full-body EcoCoat dips and cavity waxes ensure long-term resistance to salt and water. Around the lower body, cladding protects against scrapes, while slightly thicker panels in high-risk zones prevent door dings. These are small details, but they prevent the gradual wear that erodes confidence and resale value. Repairability, often overlooked, is built into the design. Bolt-on modules for the front and rear allow technicians to replace damaged parts quickly, reducing insurance costs and preventing minor crashes from turning into total losses. For owners, that means lower premiums, shorter repair times, and cars that stay on the road longer. Production strategy ties all these threads together. Tesla plans trial production in late 2025, with a full launch in 2026. This timing ensures that FSD 14 will be stable from the outset, avoiding the mismatched hardware and software rollouts of earlier models. Instead of new factories, Tesla will adapt its flexible lines and use the unboxed process, where sub-assemblies are built separately before being joined. This lowers costs and accelerates production. Importantly, Tesla will not repeat the mistakes of the Model 3 rollout. Production will begin simultaneously in Texas, Berlin, and Mexico, each factory serving its own region. This reduces shipping costs, shortens wait times, and spreads risk across multiple sites. The pricing is what will shock the industry. Analysts project the Model 2 will arrive between $9,800 and $12,000 after credits, cheaper than many gasoline compacts, and dramatically undercutting rival EVs. Combined with structural batteries, the 48-volt system, and simplified assembly, this makes Tesla's promise of a mass-market EV finally credible. More importantly, software, hardware, and service will arrive fully aligned, giving buyers advanced autonomy and practical features from day one rather than years down the road. What Elon Musk has never quite said aloud is that the Model 2 is more than just a cheaper Tesla. It is a blueprint for mass-market autonomy, proof that durability, safety, and intelligence can coexist with affordability. It is the car that takes autonomy from the realm of luxury into everyday reality. Strong enough to last, simple enough to repair, smart enough to drive itself, and cheap enough for millions, the Model may second very well become the car that reshapes the expectations of an entire generation. With production on the horizon, this is no longer a dream. It is the coming reality of transportation.